I'm Kimberly Romayo here at Three Chopt Elementary School. I am a 4th grade teacher. Today we'll be working with our benchmark curriculum. Our unit is about government and how government helps its citizens. Students, today I'm going to continue to go with you on what we have been doing. We want to make sure we understand our essential question, which is how can government influence the way we live? And we've been looking at regular nonfiction texts like about Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Sandy, and we've learned how the government can intervene and help to make the lives of those who have had problems better. That is one example with a nonfiction text of how the government can influence the way we live. But now we are working with a fictional text, as you know, and we're looking at a story that is not true. However, our learning goal is that we are able to synthesize the text that we have been working really hard on for the past couple of days to see how even in a fictional, it's not a nonfiction, a fictional story, how the government can still influence the way we live. Now we know that the setting of our story isn't real because it's fictional, but we know that the characters have situations that are very much real that can happen in real life. Your task has been to look closely at the text, get text evidence, and make sure you're understanding what you're reading. We've been reading it very carefully and closely. And the reason why is you wanted to gather information about the person in the story that I assigned you to. So we have Lena, we have Mary, and we have Wilmer. Their setting is a town council meeting, and they're very concerned about Lena and her people because they have been having a very terrible situation with the war. Your task has been glean information from the text that we have and find out as much as you can from the text about those people and come up with a problem that those people have that they're going to present to our government, and the government is going to try to help them figure out their problems. That way we will have met our goal, that we can see through our curriculum how government can influence society even in a fictional text. We saw it with nonfiction. Today we focus on fiction. Are there any questions about that before we get into our groups and start talking to each other? Okay, so I'm going to let you work with your groups, making sure that you are reminding yourself of the problem and how you're going to present it to the government in just a little while to see if they can help you. Remember that I'm expecting you to look at the text and not just make things up. I'm going to look for text evidence from you, which is what you've been doing very well lately. Everybody ready? Yes. When I think that it's just about time, I'll just remind you to gather us back together, and then we're going to present our information to our Three Chopt Elementary School Student Council, who are our government today. Okay? Okay, begin in your groups now.
4, and there's 400 of them, and they need to find somewhere to go. Yeah, the City of Sparks can't keep them because there's a lot of them, and there's 400 people, a lot of people, and they all can't stay there.
They have to send them somewhere else. They can
Yeah.
send them to find
They can send them
they don't have any transportation.
Yeah, but it's 2-week walk away.
Yeah, so they need any transportation because they cannot walk for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and they need better transportation. Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say? Also, there's like 400 people and they can't all stay here.
If they don't have enough food, and they will be safe if they
Yeah, they
walk
don't have
to
enough
find out.
food. They just need better transportation. And also, they don't have you see how small that fire is? They don't have a lot of fire, a lot of warmth.
They don't have any more.
They don't have a lot of stuff.
And then each other.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of stuff. Yeah, they only have each other. And, yeah, but there's a lot of a lot of families there, like 400 people.
So they need like a lot of wagons and stuff.
Yeah,
They're
but
like 400 people.
all because of the war, they are all poor now.
And the City of Sparks does not have enough food and other things for them.
Yeah, they
So
don't.
They have
the City
to go.
of Sparks does
they
not
have to
have
go
a lot of
somewhere
money.
else, like find out.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of money.
They don't have food or water for the way there.
So we're gonna ask them. We would like provisions like food and water
for at least 3 weeks. When you I don't think taxes exist in that world. Yeah, it probably doesn't exist.
I don't think so because I mean it was like this is not true, but it happened years and years and
Yeah,
years
so
ago.
do we agree that taxes are not in this world?
No, because this is not real.
They could go up to Pine Gap or they could find somewhere else in Spark City that they could go to.
And they don't have food and water.
They don't. They could stay at Sparks, but they don't have enough provisions.
Their house is destroyed.
Yeah, in war.
It's not war.
Lena's people, their whole town got destroyed from the war, right? Yes, honey. It's not. I said that right there.
Where is it?
Yeah, so their house got destroyed. And either go to Pine Gap or find somewhere else.
But it's 2 weeks away.
A 2 weeks walk away.
Yeah, 2 weeks walk away. But they are not that
So
strong.
we would ask for provisions and food and water
For food and water,
and
yeah.
vegetables.
you can do is send one of those and try and buy and go to somewhere and get money and get
one
All right, there's only a couple bikes. So how is there are 400 people? So how are 400 people gonna fit on one bike?
No, one of them can
one
bike. They can ride on
one.
and go there.
They can send it one person and he can go there and then he can buy a car.
Right, but they don't have any. Yeah.
How are
He
they?
can work.
Right, but where is he gonna work? Because Pine Gap is 2 weeks away.
No, they can.
How is he gonna fit food on his bike?
No, they can ride the bike, go, and they can have a job, then buy a little thing, and then they can attach it on the bike and carry food.
Is there any evidence in the text about a bicycle?
Yeah.
Well, you're using the text features, but that's only one. So think about that a little bit.
They can send one person.
Yeah. And
Send only one person. Okay.
then they can buy, they can give it.
He can buy.
Yeah. But then they can like they can work, then buy a little thing and can have food on the thing.
But they don't have any food.
If they don't,
I mean, they don't have any money.
hold on, they can't buy it yet without money. So
They don't
we
have
think
money. So how are they gonna get money?
they can't work yet because there's no jobs for them just yet. So you're making some very good inferences about the text, though.
Okay, so
I'm gonna let you keep working.
they could, but how are they gonna do that? They only have bikes, and they probably don't have any materials. Yes, but there are only 2 wheels on the bike. So how are you gonna make a go-kart when a go-kart needs 4 wheels?
You can just make a motorcycle. How is 400 people?
How are 400 people gonna fit on one motorcycle? And they need an engine, and they need.
They don't need to have an engine.
Yes, they do actually. That's how the motorcycle works.
They can just have a fireworks.
Where are they gonna get fireworks?
I have an idea. What about if they broke? What about this and then make a car and then like a bike?
You can't make a car out of a bike. It's impossible. You don't have any doors. You don't have. The closest thing you can make out of a bike
They
is
can break this.
break what? Their home? That's where they're sleeping, and that's where.
Not the phone. Those things.
What? The bars? They need those bars to help the building stand.
Okay, now that we have had time to work with our groups to come up with the problem that we want to present to our government, we have our first group up here ready to go, and this group represents Lena from our text.
So we fled from the underground city because of the war, so we don't have a place to go. And we went to Sparks, but they welcomed and fed us, but they said we can't stay there for much longer because we're too much people. So where could we go?
Okay. We can save money up for a month or two and buy some wood so we can make wagons, and then we can send you to Pine Gap.
Oh, but like we're 400 people.
Yeah.
Maybe we're too much people to like fit in a wagon. So if we go in the wagon, then but what if we can't stay there anymore, and so like we need a place to live until then.
We will be able to make more than one wagon with the money that we get. So there will be enough wagons for all of you guys to go to Pine Gap. So.
Okay.
Okay, so we are ready for our second group, but let me introduce and make sure that you know who these people are. And they're working with us from our own student government, SCA. We have Sadie, who is our president. Sydney is our vice president. And then we also have Raiden, who is the secretary of our school government. Wonderful to have them here to help you problem solve, because that's what the government is trying to do, to influence the way you live and how they can help you.
I am Wilmer, and this is my town council. We want to go up to Pine Gap, but we don't have provisions for the way there. We don't have much provisions for the way there because food is limited.
All right.
How could you guys help us with that?
Well, we could. So the wagons that we talked about a few minutes ago, we could fill those to full capacity, and then that would be less people to feed. So then we would have more money, and we could use that money to buy some more food, and then we could send that food with you. And we would also use some of the money saved up from the taxes.
All right.
Okay, so now we have our third and final group, and that is the group of Mary, to present their problem to the student government.
Hi, I'm Mary, and this is my council. We think Wilmer's idea is good, but going to Pine Gap will take them two weeks, so we were wondering if we could get some transportation like wagons for them.
Yeah, like better transportation so they can get there safely.
What about so we can make money and then we can loan money to you and take small amounts of it and just put it into the transportation to get safer and have more food?
Thank you.
Thank you for watching today. As a Three Chopt Cougar,